The 40th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum opened in Davos, Switzerland on January 23rd. This year, there are over 3,000 participants, including more than 70 heads of state and government and 45 heads of international organizations. This year's theme is Creating a Shared Future in a Fractured World. It's a key place for bilateral meetings. Rising protectionism and isolationism have been major topics. Speaking at the meeting, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi first addressed the issue. Many societies and countries are becoming more and more focused on themselves. It feels like the opposite of globalization is happening. The negative impact of this kind of mindset and wrong priorities cannot be considered less dangerous than climate change or terrorism. On day 2, German Chancellor Angela Merkel echoed his message and spoke specifically about Europe's responsibilities.
The fact that Europe has not been the most active continent in terms of foreign policy and has often relied on the United States, which is now concentrating more on itself, must lead us to the conclusion that we need to take on more responsibility. We must take our fate in our own hands.
European leaders are out in force to defend multilateralism before U.S. President Donald Trump arrives to speak on Friday and counter his America First campaign. On his arrival, French President Emmanuel Macron was immediately pressed on the issue.
Nice meeting you.
Mr. Trump says America first. What do you say?
I will answer in a few minutes.
And, indeed, he did.
If some people are ready to be more ambitious, to go further in terms of integration and ambition of what makes you sovereign as a power in this global environment, to defend your values and your interests, let's move. And the window on the door is open all the time. But those which don't want to move forward should not block the most ambitious people in the room.
Overall, there's a nagging fear among many in Davos that the brighter economic outlook could turn out to be little more than a mirage. This is the case if the daunting array of geopolitical threats, from protectionism to climate change to cyber attacks and outright war, gather pace in 2018. The World Economic Forum will run until January 26th.